welcome to another episode of the Voice Out podcast with myself, LT Lakes, and of course with Ulia M.
Today I don't get all of this, the lady of the house, the queen of the room. Like I'm sitting here, I'm waiting, I'm like, okay, cool. Here it comes, get ready so that you become please, like, yes, of course. This is another episode of The Voice Out. Welcome. I hope you've subscribed, you've liked, you've shared.
Also tell your friends.
Do you understand? Tell your sisters, your sides, your mains, everything else that is there for you to tell. But listen, every time we have someone dope in the studio.
Yeah.
So right now we have Mo Mahashe.
Welcome.
So let me tell a little bit. He's a singer-songwriter, he's a producer, he's a radio producer, presenter, he's a filmmaker, and he is actually the head producer for the Voice Out podcast. Come on.
Round of applause, definitely. We have one of the
I've been saying that tech. We need that thing, like whenever you're like, because you're getting tired. You're good.
Awesome, man.
About damn time.
Yes.
Right? About damn time.
Super excited.
Yeah.
What an honor, man.
And he says super excited. Like it sounds like
I know.
excited.
It's very chill and humble. Very chilled.
But it is his nature. But we know, very short, very quickly, we don't have that much time because we don't want to go nowhere. So we're just going to get right straight to it.
Yes.
But tell us, man, who is Mo Mahashe? You know, yeah.
Mo Mahashe first is Pandulwazi Mahashe.
Oh.
Seeker of knowledge. That's the meaning of the name. Born and bred in Port Elizabeth for most of my entire life. Yes, I've seen South Africa, but to certain only limited places. I managed to Umna. Man, I was raised by my grandparents, and although as my siblings also. Man, being fascinated with umculo and the entertainment industry itself. I'm curious about it, and here I am. And how I became Umo is more how I appreciate the moment.
Okay.
So Umo is a short abbreviation of moment.
Oh, okay.
So when you're saying, hey Mo,
we're saying, can I have a Mo here?
Yeah, to be honest, I thought it's just a matter of just saying more. Like add more, something kind of situation.
I know what I thought.
What do you think?
And I don't think any of us actually know that's it, because we've been saying Mo for like over a decade.
Yes, for the past 15 to 20 years. Right?
And we're like, Mo, like, can we have a more
hectic? So I've learned to have the appreciation of what's happening around me at the time, and how that each and every moment has an effect on me, positively and negatively, and how I always find indlela, let me say, to survive whatever challenge. Okay. And each and every moment that happens to me always has an effect on how am I going to see tomorrow. So, man, Mo has been
the moment.
All my entire life.
This is the moment right now here.
Right here.
I mean, it is that comes with your name. We talk about a producer, but I also want to talk about Indo Yokba as a kid growing up. How did you start to realize, well, okay, I like umculo, I want to do umculo or get into umculo?
There's so many people about influence. Not necessarily people we see on TV and magazine, but just people in my circle. So like Kona Mrs. Tong Seshule Limba, she was the first person who had a dance group in Lokshin.
Okay.
So for Rimna to actually so when I saw people doing that thing that inspires me from a TV box in front of me, that blew my mind. So that was the first time I actually believed in myself. Having Umdo who said, look man, since I left you want to join. And within a matter of weeks, ending number one, you know what I mean? Because
excelling there.
That moment of being invited, it changed me. So meeting also Abanda Batile with this as a group and just join as a dance, and obviously like curiosity, but why are we using other people's songs to dance? Then go on that Tibana no DJ Sabs.
Zalabe.
Yes. He had his brother Paul Molloy. He was the first person that I saw on the beats live in front of me. So also that kind of inspired me. I stuck around with them. But Bona, they never took me as like a musician or singer. It's like, no, we're gonna make beats. Then we will do videos or dance. And I got the name Asha. Man. Mom, Michelle still calls me Asha na today. Poetic soul. So obviously through dance, I had to listen to more music so I can stay inspired to dance more and be creative in the dance. And then I just got caught up into Yenzo and Jan Lengoma the dance like why it always has this energy. Pandulwazi again. I came into la vibe. And also school played a part. You know, in actually seeing but no man, I think this is what I want to do because there were times where my grandparents were like, man, you cannot just do this. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll try. But I find myself getting back to music. Or music following me. Would show me any perspective of football. And obviously, friends around me would bring, yes, then go, you know the song? And I'll find myself singing along. And then as a compliment, and then obviously those things, they stuck with you because there's a moment in your life, you know, that you, when you receive. You know what I mean? And then, I think 2007, I met a friend of mine, 2006, in fact, I met a friend of mine, Tong SD Mater, known as Usive Menze. Seventy Menze. Dope as producer, beat maker. So we were so close that he showed me, look, man, I let DAW. And I have the computer painting.
What is a DAW?
Digital audio workstation.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a software that you use to process Yongelen into the song, you know, recording software. So Stevenati showed me that we can have access his way. Glendale Sikuya without having to stress over Cape Town. So from then I never looked back. But what mostly made me be hands-on was every time we had an opportunity to be in a certain studio or, you know, environment, we were always controlled. But no, this is not how you sing. This is not how you do beats. We were like, how do we? But they couldn't even assist us. So we got tired, and Nalandoba, I book a studio time, and then can't figure studio because do the studio session. The producer would want me to sing on someone else's song, so that was time consuming because we stayed far. The first studio I've ever recorded was in Soweto. Soweto.
Okay.
Not that you was Soweto, but in Portland. That was very scary.
I was gonna say that.
What? And then I met 100% Black through Orlando, bouncing to studio. Word got out that there's this kid, Mo. This kid he's a singer, blah blah blah.
Waves.
You know what I mean? And then I met up with 100% Black through a friend and I, because the friend of mine spoke to 100% Black. No, you haven't heard this kid. You haven't heard this kid. And then that opportunity came by my So when we rocked to the studio, he had this dope song, title dedicated to you, to all the females. I'm sorry, man. So when I got to the studio, he only just rapped his verse, so he didn't have a chorus. So that chorus was up to me. So I got inspired. I created the chorus. I wrote the lyrics of the chorus, and then we went to a studio called the Fat Lady Production. I forgot the producer's name. I think it was David. But it was also one of the well-known producers at that time, around about 2008. I'm 7. We recorded that song. That's another song that actually gave birth to Mo Mahashe in other people's life. You know what I mean? Because when we recorded that song, it was very quick, easy song, one take. The lyrics, because we rehearsed so much that we didn't want to waste the studio time. Because that day we had 1 hour for studio time, but we managed to record 2 songs within an hour. So for me, that was also another moment that I, got inspired. So from then on, I moved to the part where I wanted to do this every day. Then Usive estimator also got more hungry to do more beats, and then we got a microphone, and then we started recording. From a friend of ours, Luyanda Kalani. Yes, he also known as a Black. He was one of the best people that actually had a great impact in our lives between me and Ace, because as much as we are self-taught, we produced a lot of artists in his production, and that had groomed us to really to be this people we are. You know what I mean? Because we didn't have really the access of studio at any nobody really wanted us to work in their studio if we were doing it for ourselves. So if we were to go to your studio, we would need to first do you the favors of
doing my music first, and then you get an opportunity. We will get. But
it'll be so late that because we see I'm from Zweden, I stay in Joli. So that really got irritative and not motivating at all. As much as it was the only studio we had, but every day this is part. After school we there. Even I would get an ass whooping from my grandparents coming from school just do it instead of starting school. So even though I would explain to them, Bana, it's a long distance, time consuming, they didn't care about that. They were like, hey, education from school, get home, and then so that we know that you're safe. And then whatever happens after, obviously we got tired from Smith and Louis and the Black. Sorry, Black. But it's the honest truth because we wanted also to grow. I
was gonna say that growth.
And we find that it has to be working for other people instead of ourselves because most of the time we would be arguing with Estiba. Hey, la beat no ban, and then it didn't do justice to the song, and then that would really irritate us that we were so inspired by the beat but not by the song. Then other people think that we are out of oneness and
like I'm like it's just in fact I think I'm getting carried away because it's highly rare that you hear him talking. Like if you know more, if you know more hardly speaks whatsoever. So now I'm just sitting here, I'm like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity where you just get more talking. No, the reason I'm stopping you is because we want to ask you these questions. And now you're just giving us okay, it's fine, let's just sit here and let more do the things. But listen, we've heard you've spoken, you've worked with a lot of people, you've produced for a lot of people. What I want to get into straight in is you've had an opportunity to work or to be in the same presence as Ishmael, right? 999. And I know it happened through a program that got you there, and there was another person, Usisi, who was in that same program that same year. Like, tell us about that, man.
Okay, this starts off. I'm at home. I think I had about 25 megabytes of data. So I'm like, literally, what am I to do? Scroll down Facebook. I see this post from Uzim Storofin saying, hey, there's auditions in City Hall. All artists go there. And then I saw her hashtagging 999 music. And I never fair. I literally have no friends at that time. Not.
Like.
So I decided to dress myself up. Got to enjoy a numbers fair, right? So I'm standing at the rank. And then a friend of mine from high school, Tendani, says, look, man, I'm going to pay for a taxi. Just go to the auditions. When I got there, Zimso was like, hey, glad you made it. You're going to need the guitar, right?
Oh, like, okay. Cool. So everyone was ready for you.
I take the guitar, registered, got the number, I did the audition. I sang one of the other songs that's still close to me. I'll perform later.
Yes.
I kind of sensed that was so I did the audition, and it blew people away. The judges, even the producers. So after the audition, went home. Immediately I got home, I got a call. We would like to see you tomorrow. Sure. So I went back to the City Hall. There was a presentation. I thought Fukada was there. So he presented what the whole thing was about. Okay. Out of more than 100 people that auditioned, I was the only one.
Oh.
I was the only one who
You're
was
the only
in
one who made it in PE.
for the whole Eastern Cape.
Aibo.
I am telling you, there was a lot of artists that went there. Not even 2 artists from Eastern Cape. I'm the only one throughout the whole Eastern Cape.
I know you do, but
Hey man, that was really confusing and shocking, but at the same time I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then a week later I got a call, yo, we want to see you in Joburg. And when I got to Joburg, I didn't necessarily talk to Arthur Mofokara. I was busy. The most people who were interested in me was the producers. So because they wanted to work with me and they wanted to say, look man, do your own songs. We want to work on your own songs. So, but it was overwhelming. I couldn't focus on which song. So I literally wrote a song, Akase Mshenondim now, right on the spot. But it was because I was there for 2 days. So the first day we recorded Undim now, the second day we recorded Akase Mshen, and I worked with 4 producers, 2 on each song. And then I flew back to PE. Flew back again to Joburg the next week for the launch of the project. Then flew back again to PE to take pictures of me in PE. Then I went back to Joburg to do the launch. The performance of the song. Yeah. And then man, that was it. Meeting OCC and also there's new artists. There's a lot of talented all around the whole of South Africa, man. I know that Eastern Cape is top notch. You know what I mean?
It's the gold mine.
Listen, I'm just looking at this guy and he's just saying, talking it very humbly that he did this, and I'm like, these things are fake.
Do you know
like literally, these things are really
do you know what you're saying, nigga?
I know, man.
Let's also talk about you being a producer.
Of course.
What are the importance of being a producer and how you also got into that as a producer?
The part of being humble, it's something that has to deal with you. It is for you. It's not for how other people you want them to see you. But for me, and it's also how I was raised. So the producing side of things was literally me being curious.
Oh, okay.
How did they make the song? How are we resonating with the song? So there, I saw a picture of my dad playing a saxophone. I was like, he made it, I can do it. So how I landed to be a producer, it was based on the opportunities I had, the people that surrounded me. From Uskech Mavata, he's a filmmaker. So I was part of a feature film called Soltai. There I was singing. The character that I was playing was a similar character to me. I was singing, playing music. And then I had to produce music for that feature film. That kind of set the alarm, hey, light bulb producer. And obviously other friends that believed in me, bought me laptop, bought me speakers on my birthday. And that's it. Never turn back, man.
It was birthday gifts that started me up. I want friends like that get me important things. I would love CDJ 3000, please.
Oh, come on.
Listen, because of time, right? I know your genre. You say you do it, used to be categorized as jazz funk, but now it's categorized as Afrofusion. Before you start explaining it, can we have a guitar in front here? So that, even if it's just a 1 minute you can just tell us before you play, but this is the reason why I call my, my sound.
Okay, jazz funk was because I was influenced by jazz musicians. And the jam sessions around the Pipai are mostly filled with jazz musicians.
Live music.
So when I was performing with them, I because I do hip hop and R&B.
Yes.
So I was like, pop, funk, okay, jazz, collaborative. But then again, because now I was writing more lyrics, right? I started to call it Afrofusion because now I was doing Vanek in this international style of beats. So yeah, man.
Thank you.
And
it's a beautiful baby.
Wow. Shout out to rap. So I'm gonna perform the same song I performed on the auditions. The song was written by a friend. I don't remember his full name, but his name is Kolimbo.
Okay.
So I think it's Mumbulelo or could have been. So he wrote the song, but the song was written for a hip hop track, and then obviously I produced it and recorded the song. And then the person who was singing that song at that time really wasn't into music, but she had a great voice.
Yeah.
But she was really not interested in the music. And then, I took the song and I performed the song.
Yeah.
It's called Nobandi Lele. The song is for all the artists out there, even if I'm sleeping. Music is forever.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yes,
do, so we can wrap this up and be taken away.
Let's give it a try. Santi sayo sicela isizulu liduduma ephefumulo yanguma nobani lede umculo vele undithukezele diva inhliziyo iyakhala iyaduma santi sayo sicela isizulu liduduma ephefumulo yanguma lulixolele ukuba mna ndizobe ndiphinde ndibe ngaphandle kwakho na umculo benuyandiphilisa philisa mna nobandilele.
You don't have time. Okay. Listen, as you can continue. It's okay, continue. Listen, The Voice Out podcast. Go like, go subscribe. It is The Voice Out on YouTube. Do we have a Facebook? The Voice Out on Facebook.
Yeah.
We're going to figure that one out. Mo Mahashe on all social platforms, right?
Yes. On all digital platforms. All digital.
Mo Mahashe. Go get his music. We're going to be sitting here and enjoying the rest of things. Fortunately, you can't because we're out of time. and we'll see you on the next one. There we go.
Ciao.
Yeah.